The Chargers fell to the Steelers 24-20 in front of a national audience on Monday night. On Tuesday, we heard from head coach Mike McCoy. Here are 3 things you need to know. Philip Rivers had a pick 6 on Monday night. It was his 3rd pick 6 of the season. So through 5 games, Rivers has been intercepted and it's been run back for a touchdown 3 times. That is a lot. Now, yes, the interception is a problem, but that 6, that run for a touchdown, that is a problem as well. There's sometimes nothing that can be done about that. You know, you watch the replay and you see guys hustling as hard as they can, but they just can't catch that defensive player. But if you go back and you watch the one from Monday night, it appears as if some guys may have given up on that play. Some of those guys, yes, injuries. They're not able to run downfield. Other guys, it appears, were not injured. They just didn't try that hard. Now, Mike McCoy said that he is not going to question the effort of his players. I say, you kind of got to question that effort, Mike. You kind of got to. While the season isn't over and a lot could still happen, the season also isn't young. And the Chargers could let this slip away if they're not careful. They are 2-3. The Broncos, by comparison, are 5-0 in the division. Now, that's not saying that the Broncos are going to go undefeated for the rest of the season. For all we know, they could go on a 5-game losing stretch. The Chargers could go on a 5-game winning stretch. We don't know. What we do know is that this team, this Chargers team, has not looked exactly dominant in any facet of the game so far this season. And that's a concern going forward. One thing I wonder about with this team is whether the loss of leadership has hurt them more than they realize. In order for guys to be accountable to one another and to have true leadership in a locker room, guys need to be producing on the field. You need to have veterans in there who have been through stuff, but who are consistently producing on the field. If you don't have that production, it's hard to take a guy seriously as a leader. Now, that's taking nothing away from Philip Rivers, Eric Weddle, Antonio Gates. Of course, those guys are leaders, but they're 3 guys. They play 3 distinct positions. I think you need more. You need more spread out throughout the locker room to hold guys accountable, to make sure they're preparing right, they're practicing right, that there's a level of expectation they need to reach. And those veterans are doing it by their production on the field. There is a want to not disappoint them. There is a want to make sure that you are rising to their level. The Chargers got rid of a lot of veterans this past season. I think that they don't have enough in that locker room, or I wonder if they don't have enough in that locker room to make the difference that they need. Coming into this season, Mike McCoy and Frank Reich said that they wanted a more balanced offense. They wanted an offense that was rushing and passing about equally, about 50-50. So far, they haven't had that. They are averaging 92 yards on the ground per game. That's good for 24th in the league. For comparison, they're throwing 318 yards on average per game. That's good enough for 2nd in all of the NFL. So you can see the difference there. Now, part of that mystery is rookie running back Melvin Gordon and what he can or can't do as he continues to adapt and evolve in the NFL. Gordon had 42 yards rushing on Monday night. He had 94 yards of total offense. He also had 1 fumble. It was his 2nd fumble of the season. I leave you with what he talked about after the game, how he did in his performance, and also what he told himself after fumbling the ball.
You know, like I said, I missed some runs. I had that fumble, and I just told myself, you know, you got a whole nother half to come out here and change things and change the way you do things. So, you know, I just told myself, you know, I told the offensive line, I'm going to just run as hard as I can. You know, and whatever happens, happens, whether I go for 1 yard, 2 yards, or 10 yards. You know, I'm going to just run as hard as I can and try to help y'all and help us move down the field. You know, I gotta be better with some runs. They had some things, some holes open for me that I missed today. I missed some cuts today. I kind of missed some big plays. But still, the season's young, and I'm continuing to get better.